Today's episode of Overlooked History is about hymnist Fanny Crosby. Frances Jane Crosby, who went by Fanny, was born March 24, 1820 in Brewster, New York. When she was 6 weeks old, she caught a cold, causing her eyes to swell. Her optic nerves were damaged, leaving her blind. When she was 6 months old, her father died, and she was raised by her mother and her grandmother. When she was 8, she wrote her first poem, which was about her blindness. By the age of 10, she began memorizing chapters from the Bible. She also took singing lessons. At the age of 15, Crosby began attending the New York Institution for the Blind, a private school for blind children in New York City. She stayed there for 10 years and learned to play the piano, guitar, harp, and organ. Beginning in 1843, she became an advocate for the blind and addressed the United States Congress several times. She recited many of her own poems and was praised by both John Quincy Adams and James K. Polk. In 1846, she became a teacher at her former school. She became friends with an assistant teacher at the school named Grover Cleveland. The future president helped to transcribe many of her poems. Beginning in 1851, Crosby partnered with a man named George Frederick Root to write songs and minstrel shows. Minstrel shows were considered low class, so her name was not published with many of the works. One of their songs, called The Hazel Dell, was a massive success and sold 200,000 copies. She also composed political and patriotic songs and poems. By the end of the Civil War, she was one of America's most prolific lyricists. As the Civil War ended, Crosby became well known for her hymns. It is estimated she wrote the lyrics to over 9,000 hymns. She was paid $1 to $2 each. Many publishers felt it would be bad to have someone's name repeated so many times in their hymnals, so she often used fake names. Her hymns included Blessed Assurance, Near the Cross, Ye Height of My Soul, and Pass Me Not, O Gentle Savior. At the same time, Crosby became involved as a missionary by helping those around her in New York City. She spoke to many missions, churches, and prisons, and became known as Aunt Fanny. Fanny Crosby died in Bridgeport, Connecticut on February 12, 1915, at the age of 94. Despite being blind most of her life, Fanny Crosby became one of the most famous hymnists and poets of her day. Many of her hymns are still popular today. Thank you.